I'm now in Corona on National Street and 41st Avenue, and I'll be walking west on 41st. It's a really sunny day out here today. Seems to be much busier out here today than it has been in previous days, seeing how we're getting much closer to them opening the city back up after being closed for so long because of the coronavirus pandemic. It's a nice breeze out here. Sky is nice and blue. This area seems to be made up of low-rise apartments, buildings, and multiple family dwellings, joint dwellings. These are old apartment buildings and homes. But they're strong, made of brick. I'm now about to cross 99th Street. I'm still walking west on 41st Avenue in Corona, New York. Today is the 30th of May. The school here is PS 19. I used to play dodgeball and handball and softball in this school back in the 1960s. They've changed it quite a bit. They've added on to the buildings with the newer parts of the school. Also, they've added to this playground here quite a bit. They even have a little track run that goes around the playground. Slides. I don't see any swings in here, maybe because swings might be too dangerous during the school time when little kids are running around. Chance of them getting struck by a swing, that wouldn't be too good at all. We're about to cross 98th Street here. Here in New York, alternate side of the street parking has been suspended during the pandemic. Except last week they opened up for 1 week, I guess it was to sweep the streets. But the one thing I find that when alternate side is suspended, there's plenty of parking because people are not jockeying around a couple to a few days out of the week trying to move their cars so that they don't get a ticket being parked between the hours of, say, 9:30 and 11 o'clock, or 1 and 2:30, or whatever times, designated times, all for sweeping. And so there always seems to be enough parking now. We just crossed 97th Street on 41st Avenue. We're now approaching Junction Boulevard. On either side is lined with different types of businesses. Laundromats, delicatessens, liquor stores, hair salons, barbershops. We just turned right on the Junction Boulevard. This boulevard, the Q72, which is a Metropolitan Transit Authority bus, runs north and south. South going toward Rego Park, north going toward LaGuardia Airport. The hair salons are still closed due to the pandemic. Grocery stores have always been considered the essential businesses, so they haven't had to close. And some people with their fruit stands, so they're selling flowers and fruits at the same time, which allows them to stay open. And there is still building going on here. Espanol Pediatrics. We even have the doctors over here. Scooters and electric bikes have really become very popular around here. We're now crossing 40th Road. We're walking north on Junction Boulevard. The number 7 train, which is ahead of us, is just coming into the station, heading toward Flushing, New York. It's called now Downtown Flushing because it's saturated with all types of businesses. now at Roosevelt Avenue and Junction Boulevard, standing under the number 7 frame. Roosevelt Avenue runs east and west. So many businesses here on Junction Boulevard now, all types, small and large. Banks, Bank of America, Chase, and this day today, it seems to be much more busier as far as pedestrian traffic is concerned, and also vehicle traffic in comparison to a couple of weeks ago and even before, which was almost like well, not quite a ghost town, but in comparison to what we had been seeing, of something like that. All the sidewalk concessions. Selling everything from jewelry to perfumes and masks and hand sanitizer and gloves and makeup and telephone covers, cell phone covers, I guess I should say. Fruits and vegetables.
Agua.
The clothing stores are still closed. They're not considered essential, at least not at this point. Here's Chase Bank, has been here for years, and way back it was manufactured Hanover Trust. Years later it changed to Chemical, and now it's Chase. And you still see the lines outside the banks, but you're still doing the social distancing, and there's not enough room inside for everybody to stand 6 feet apart. So in order to do that, the line spills from out of the bank onto the street. Caps and hats and ices. And right here on 37th Avenue, Junction Boulevard, right next to this lovely little fruit and vegetable stand, I am going to end my walk.